Hey everybody, welcome back to B-Dubs Disc Golf. So hopefully you've gotten used to the pattern by now. I've been trying to put out sort of like my main videos on Mondays. I'm trying to be pretty consistent Mondays at 5 so everyone knows when my weekly videos are coming out. And then every so often I'm hoping to get a video out on a Thursday. And I think what I want to happen on Thursdays is to just sort of share with you some things that I've learned on YouTube, maybe some techniques, maybe just do like a little vignette, little short video on Thursdays to talk about maybe one technique at a time that might help your game. You know, things that I think have helped my game that might also help yours. Obviously, I don't have the greatest form in the world, but you know, I'm working on it. I think I do some things well. But there's been some things that I've learned a little bit that I personally have found helpful. So I want to share one of those today. And we're going to do a quick round at Horizons. I don't know if we'll do all 18. We'll see how it goes. It's also quite windy. Hopefully it doesn't mess up with the sound quality. But we'll just take a little break here at Horizons, throw some disc, and have some fun. So welcome back, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So we'll start off on basket number 1, 146 feet. Quick little flick with my distortion. Not bad at all. The tip that I wanted to share with you today, the technique, is the concept of bracing. And so I'm a right-handed thrower. I throw with my right hand, and I brace with my right foot. And the thing is, if you wanted to sort of be extreme with this, imagine keeping your right foot up and trying to throw the disc. There's no way that you're going to get good power on your throw. So you're going to have to brace the right foot, and then on that brace, basically it's the fulcrum of our lever, right? That's how we're going to throw the disc. And so one of the things that I've been trying to work on is in the run-up, making sure I brace the foot and then off of that brace, throw the disc. So that's our tip that I'll be working on in this round. And obviously there's more techniques and tips that we can talk about, but that's the main one that we're going to share today. So basket number 2, 245 feet. Eagle. I'm just going to see if I can't get this to hyzer towards the basket. A little bit too right. But nice flight. I love the way that disc flies. So we have a tester for a putt. One thing that you'll notice that if you get the brace right and the timing correct, you won't throw, or you won't feel like you're throwing very hard, and the disc will fly. Matter of fact, I will dare say that if you're not getting the power that you want out of your throws, one of the first things that I would check is, are you getting that brace? And one way to test that is, how different is your throw when you do a standstill, where you're forcing the brace with the foot, versus an X step in your run up. So something to consider next time you're out there practicing. As I'm walking up to my disc, I just remembered the last time I threw on this basket, I threw my Banshee, which is significantly more stable than my Eagle. Still love the flight of the Eagle, but I think if I would have thrown my Banshee, it would have started turning sooner and more, and my guess is I'd have been closer to the basket. But let's see if we can make an impressive putt for basket 2. To the left. So one of the things that can happen during your run-up is that as you're doing the X step, boom, boom, okay, you actually could start the arm moving before you get the stomp, you get the brace. And when that happens, you've just taken away so much of your power. And so this is also why, if you watch the pros, their X step is often not very fast. Now, obviously, there are some pros that have a pretty fast, or even what I would dare say, a violent approach. So James Conner comes to mind. You know, he's got an extreme run up. But you know, when you look at other throwers, you know, and if you looked at my last video, of pro Nathan Queen, who in my opinion threw a mid-range comfortably and smoothly 350 feet. His run-up was about as short as mine is, and I think I have a short run-up, and it wasn't very fast. And once he braced, boom, it was just like a spring unloaded. And so I think one of the mistakes that we often make in the run-up is we do an X step, start the process of throwing, and we're almost basically landing and throwing at the same time. And in that situation, we're gonna lose power. All right, basket number 3, 269 feet. We gotta get below those trees. And so I'm gonna go with a little bit more stability with the Banshee, go to the right and see if I can't get this to slide underneath the trees. I'll take it. A respectable 2 under after 3. I don't know if I've talked about this particular disc on my channel before, but this is a disc that in my early days I threw a lot. I threw it in DX plastic, and so it was not as stable. And then I lost it, and then I started going through my disc golf journey, and always wanted to get back to this disc. And so this is Banshee, also another Inovie disc, and it's very stable. I don't know why, but I like it a lot. So once I moved away from a 100% Prodigy bag, and I started to think about the disc that I wanted to try out again and see if they deserve a spot in my bag. This is one of them I wanted to try out. This one's in Champion plastic. The numbers for the Banshee are 7303, and in my opinion, it flies very much like that. I don't think the DX plastic flies. I think the DX flies significantly more understable than this does. But this is has earned so far a spot in my bag that I like a lot. I think it's replaced my FX2, to be perfectly honest. So, all right, basket number 4, 252 feet. And again, another simple, easy hyzer. Throw it to the right, have the disc hyzer back to the basket. Let's see what we do. I missed my line, but good skip, and it should be okay. The results of that worked out very well, but it was a bad throw. It was an early release. The good news is that, at least I feel good news about my early releases these days, is I know what's happening with my early releases, and I pretty much know how to stop it. So one of the things that I'll definitely talk about, hopefully in the future Thursday technique video, is the grip and leading with the elbow. And I think both of those things are extremely important when it comes to hitting your lines. But luckily for me, I lost power on that, and so it actually ended up going great. So horrible throw, great result, but I'll take it. And this is why woods golf is so different from open field golf, because great result, poor throw, but had I been throwing in the woods and I had to hit a particular line to get through the woods, it would have been hit a tree early, scrambling for par or bogey. But in the open field, I still have my birdie shot, which is why I'm a huge fan of playing Horizons when you want to practice, or playing Horizons if you're new to disc golf. It's a great course for that. So we're at basket number 5, 243 feet. So this is the 5th basket, 243 feet. There's a couple ways to do this. You can go right to the trees. One of the ways that I'm trying to be successful on this basket is with a forehand. So I'm going to show you a new form that I have for the forehand. I'm not really going to talk about it because, number one, I think it works, but I don't know why it works. I've seen pros do it, and I thought I'd give it a shot, and I really like the feel of it. So let's see how it goes. So I didn't go as far as I wanted, but the flight was way better than a lot of my forehands. I like the rhythm of it, and it's something that I've been using more lately. And so I'm going to try to fine tune it a little bit, and maybe I'll do a video just on techniques with forehand and things that I've learned from YouTube. But I really like the rhythm of that throw. So this is actually not as bad as it looked from the tee pad. I think I'm still in circle one, but it's a long circle one look. So let's see if we can make it. Oh, shoot, so close. So one of the things that can help with the brace is that if you feel like you're not bracing for the shot, one thing that helps me is sometimes I feel like I'm doing a run up too fast, especially when I'm trying to throw too hard. Sometimes I'll speed up the run up to try to get more power, and I end up losing power. And I think it's because I'm not set before I spring load the throw. And so if you feel like you're not getting the brace, slow down. You can even be extreme, stop, and then pull and see if that helps. All right, basket number 6, 277 feet. I'm gonna go with the hyzer shot. We're gonna bring the Banshee. We're gonna go through the right gap and have it hyzer back in towards the basket. And that should be all right. One of the things that I like about overstable disc and purposely throwing the hyzer shot is it's a more natural throw. I find throwing a hyzer shot, throwing it to the right is more natural than trying to put the disc on anhyzer or to try to throw the disc straight even. And so there's something very natural about throwing the disc to the right, flat or even with a little bit of hyzer on it. And the great thing I love about overstable disc, like Inovee's Banshee, is it's going to do what you expect it to do. It is turning left. And no matter how much power you put on it, you're guaranteed that that disc is coming back and it's going to go left for you if you're a right-handed thrower. And I love it. So for whatever reason, this basket lives rent-free in my head. It is a super simple hole, super simple basket. It's only 190 feet. There's nothing between me and the basket. Maybe this huge tree can get in your head, but quite frankly, it does not get into my head. I have yanked it over to these right trees over here, did that in a tournament. But basically, you can either throw straight at it or throw to the right and have something hyzer in towards the basket. And for whatever reason, I often don't do it. So let's see if we can do it this time. So we're gonna go with the distortion, throw it to the right, have it hyzer in towards the basket. And if it goes a little bit long, that's okay. Not horrible, missed my line a little bit, but I should be able to make that putt. All right, got that monkey off my back. Basket number 8, 201 feet. We're just gonna go pretty much straight at it with Gabriel, our PA2. It's all right, not a great throw, but still got a putt. A little short, but that's all right. Hopefully we'll make it. And we did. Nice. We're gonna stop it there, end on a high note. Nice little quick round. Remember, the technique for today is basically, you gotta brace that. If you're a right-handed thrower, you gotta brace that right foot. Slow down if you need to. Make sure you don't skip that step, because if that arm starts moving before your brace, you're losing power, and that's just as simple as that. So feel free to maybe even practice standstills to make sure you get that feeling of that brace. And I think it makes a big deal, and I think you'll find that your disc will go farther with less effort. So if you see me out there on the course, always say hi. I definitely appreciate you all for subscribed and supporting my channel. Keep it up. And if you like this video, feel free to push that like button, and really helps the channel out. It actually more so just gives me happy joys. So feel free to hit the like button if you like the video. Talk to you later.